Good morning, everybody. How's everybody holding up through the lockdowns, stay-at-homes, social distancing, and all the stuff? I know we're not supposed to be out traveling around, but I have got to go to the hardware store this morning. I got almost finished with the little reset of the shop yesterday, got some tools moved around, got my new bench made. I went over to my son's house. He had a little extra sheet of plywood, better than what I had, so I got that to make my table with. And all just about done with it, and I ran all the way out of screws, nails, any kind of fasteners. I am out. I've got to go get some so I can finish that and get my tail back to work. So, where's that blinky light? Oh, that's a bucket truck. The update on what's going on around here. Waffle houses are closing everywhere. Let's see, what else is closed? I've already mentioned the beaches are closed. Boat ramps on the beaches. Some of the marinas are closed. As far as I know, the riverboat ramps are still open, but to be honest, folks, I'm not concerned about fishing right now. We're going to let this blow over. Still going to continue to work on the boat. I've got a handful of parts ordered that me and Scott found that need to be replaced. Like the shifter cable is bent on the inside of it somewhere, and it won't shift properly, so I've got one of those ordered. Just a few more little things on the boat. And the rest of my shop supplies are coming in the mail. Let's see, what else is going on? The schools here are sending... Now this is what gets me. Kids can't go to school because schools are closed. But they have school buses positioned all over the county. At lunchtime, I heard they was going to do breakfast too, and they're bussing out food so the kids can eat lunch. Now the kids are home, and most parents are home with the kids, and the school system still has to feed them. I'm not judging anybody, but around our place we feed our own kids. Well, we always did. And my daughter is actually feeding her own kids. My daughter-in-law and son, they're feeding theirs. So how are you going to stop the spread of something if you have a bunch of people that you don't know preparing the food, putting it on a school bus that may or may not be contaminated, driving and having people on there handing it out? You're still contacting all these people. I don't know that some of these people can't afford to feed their kids. If that's the case, I feel bad for them. I'd help them if I can. But not criticizing, that just seems odd to me. And anyway, Piggly Wiggly, there it was right there. They finally got some meat in yesterday. Well, a hamburger, that kind of thing. Mama picked up a few packages. Not a lot, just enough for us for a couple of weeks. We don't know how long this thing's going to last. Alrighty, I'll stop fussing. I'll show y'all my little shop upgrades here in a little bit. I hadn't really added anything except for that work table. So we'll take a look at that when we get back to the shop. I'm gonna get in here. I'll get to the hardware about the time they open and get what I need and get going. Oh, one more thing. I've had a few friends that were supposed to schedule to come visit this spring to fish and visit and whatnot about this time of year. All that's going to have to be put on hold. No visitors for a while until we see, and I understand, I know y'all feel the same way. I love y'all, love to see everybody that was supposed to come, but we just can't do it right now. Cool. That guy pulling that trailer right there is going to cause a wreck. He's acting stupid behind me earlier. Alright, Let's watch him. If he crashes, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll laugh at it. Well, I'm almost back to the house. There was 2 customers in the hardware, so I got what I needed and left. It is business as usual around the neighborhood here. The little corner store is packed. Of course, they only got 1 clerk and the manager's sitting there on his tail. That store looks worse than I've ever seen it. Nasty, dirty. I'd even say filthy. But people are everywhere. Most of them going to work. Some people do still have to work. So enough of that. Let's get back in the shop and I'll get finished up with this little rearranging project I'll show you. I'll be finished here in a couple hours. Alrighty, let's finish up for today. I've got all the tools moved around where I want them. Now I've moved tools and moved them in here, and I think I got it set now where I want it. There was 2 people in the hardware store this morning, me and one other guy. So I got what I needed and got out of there. Let's see, I got the grinders moved from down there. Now that end of the shop still needs some work, but I'm done with that for now. Got knives to build. Got everything moved back like I want it. The only thing I picked up for tool wise this morning was I got a soft brass wheel for the old grinder. This is my original grinder, first one I ever had. I have no idea when I got it, but sometimes you need a stiff wire brush, sometimes you need the soft one, especially on the restoration projects. There is my pride and joy Delta that was down there hidden where you couldn't hardly get to it. I moved it back up here. I even dressed the wheels. I've got a little dressing tool that came with it. Let's see, y'all seen all these tools, so I'm not gonna go into all that. And I also put new blades on everything. The Dremel's got a new blade, power saw's got a new blade, table saw's got a new blade, because the other ones were getting really dull. Chop saw blade is okay, I left it alone. What else did I do? I took my buffer and moved it out. Now that's not nearly as pretty as another buffing table that we have all seen on YouTube, but it'll work. And I took, this is the grinder that belonged to my father-in-law that he gave me before he passed away, 1984. Still works good. That hardware brand used to be around here, not anymore. And I put new wheels on it. Well, that was slightly used, but and it'll throw threads for a long time till it gets worn in. And I put the new lathe down here. I didn't fasten it down, I just set it there. That thing is heavy, let me tell you. I almost couldn't carry it down here. But we'll worry about that later. I've got to look up and see if I can find the owner's manual for it, because there wasn't one in there. So I can figure out what all it does. I've got so much stuff to do that mind-boggling. Alright, this end here still needs work, but that's good enough. I didn't put a blade back on the radial arm because I haven't used that thing but once or twice since I got it years ago. But I do love that tool, so I'll keep it. But anyway, it's got to have something done to it too. I'll move somewhere else. Alright, now I'm going to spend probably about 3 hours. It's going to take me out of the forge. Heat treat all of these and get what they're heat treated. I'm going to cut the handles and continue on from there. And we'll see all these finished up in a few days. Now thank y'all very much for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I appreciate each and every one of you. and I'm going to the forge, and it's very close to time to turn on the AC out here. Oh, I got another AC too. That'll be a project. Something else my brother-in-law sent over to me. Anyway, that'll be later. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And I will see y'all later.